Let's talk how losing money will make you money as a day trader. Super bizarre. Maybe you saw this title and say, is there a typo? What are you even talking about? Well, I want to walk you through a case study that illustrates exactly this and hopefully offers up motivation to be disciplined, because there is certainly a point, there's certainly a reason to be disciplined. And I realize sometimes it seems like being disciplined is the dumbest thing that you could do, because you be disciplined, you honor something, and then the price goes in your favor and you're sitting there playing the game of, you know, if I had just broken my rule, if I had just been not disciplined, I'd be making money right now. I'd be breaking even right now. Have you ever been there? I know I've been there many times before, but just please be disciplined. So to set up context here with this case study, you're about to see me make a trade where I go short and I am shorting a stock and I want to see prices go down. That is how you make money when you're shorting a stock or shorting anything or going short. You want to see prices go down. If prices go up, that is a bad thing. That is where you lose money. So let's go and take a look at this trade where I go short. So again, I want to see prices go down. We'll see what it wants to do. As I mentioned earlier, choppy one. Obviously, I'm hoping, wanting the choppiness to go in my favor, but as of right now, it just went against me. But we'll see if it wants to chop right back down and then potentially do the move that the pattern suggests it might want to do. But as of now, looking like I might have just been flat out wrong. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. All right, and I got to get out. Okay, so losing trade on that one. I am now down $170 on the day. So as you just saw, took the loss, the price spiked up on me, knocked me out, and took right around a $280 loss on the trade. Not fun, but what was the rest of the story? So right here, the white line represents 64.80, which was my exit point. But let's just see what happened the remainder of the trade. And let's play the game of, you know what? Let me just be undisciplined, because the past times that I've been disciplined, the price ends up going in my favor and I would have been okay. So have you ever had that voice show up in your mind? I know I have. But so let's play that game. Let's say that I chose to be undisciplined. So next candle there, price keeps going up, which again, I was short, so you don't want to see that happen. Not a good thing. Price goes up some more. Price goes up some more. Price goes up even more, and more, and more, and more. And the price keeps going up. Again, that white line, that's where I got out. That's where, you know, the disciplined, Clay was at. But right now we're playing the game of let's do undisciplined Clay. Let's see how that would have worked out. And price keeps going up and up. And up. And yeah, even up further. And just to kind of show you what happens the rest of the time, ultimately goes up. So right there looks like, and then it goes up and essentially almost hits $70. And I was out down at that white line of 64.80. Now, just to save time of a video, I'm not going to walk you through the calculation. You can go and do it if you want. But I assumed, okay, you know what happens if I would have finally just waved the white flag right up around $69? So I don't want to take it to the peak and assumed I would have stopped out at the very top, for dramatic effect. But what happens if I would have just gotten out at $69 instead of where I originally got out? That would have added another $1,470 loss to my trade. $1,470. So that's the first glaring problem when you're undisciplined, is you could find yourself in one of these meat grinders where you add way more than what you actually needed to had you just stayed disciplined in the first place. So that's, like I said, that's the glaring obvious problem with being undisciplined. Here's the other problem though, known as opportunity cost, meaning you are costing yourself the opportunity to go and make that money back because you're sitting there holding and hoping, being stubborn, rationalizing why you shouldn't be disciplined, holding and hoping, and all these other opportunities are happening around you. And well, you're missing them because you're stuck in the trade. Well, you're not. You're making yourself stuck in the trade. So that's the hidden one, is those opportunity costs. You don't want to cost yourself an opportunity. But because I got out, I was able to locate another opportunity, and let's see how that played out. So let's check out another trade. Again, I'm once again going short here on Tesla. Watching 195.50 here, potential short to play this breakdown of the pattern. In at 195.50. So pattern broken. Now just a question of, can we get some continuation of it? So we'll see what happens. I will go ahead and pause for now. All right, I have my orders in. I have my stop and my target. And because it's a very basic premise, this 5 minutes either going to sacrifice and let go of this 200 period moving average. And if it can do that, then looking for it to get down to that 194 mark. So that's what it's all about. Is it's either bouncing off this moving average or it's not, and it's going to get further continuation. But got to just let it play out and see if it wants to get down there or not. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and pause again because I got to step away from the computer. But that's the game plan right now. And I'll do my best to keep you updated. But that's how things stand as of now. So we've gotten a little bit moved to the downside. I've adjusted my stop loss now to 196.77. So it could still very well be a losing trade. It just won't be as big of a losing trade because I've adjusted my stop loss somewhat. But just letting this thing work, like I said, this breakdown is either going to happen, and it has happened. Now it's just a question of, is it going to get more continuation? So that is where things currently stand. But I'll go ahead and pause, and I'll keep you updated. All right, what I'm going to do here, and I'll explain why, but I'm going to go ahead and hop out there. So as you see here, after that trade was over, I walked away with right around, let's just call it $30. Now, I was making $30 on the day, like something very, very impressive. Yes, in my mind, absolutely. Because when I play the what if game, $30 might as well have been $3,000. That felt like such a good, productive day because there's nothing worse than when you get undisciplined and you get yourself stuck in a meat grinder and you just look back and say, you know, had I been disciplined, maybe I would have been even green on the day. And that was the case here. So $30 green. Have you been there before? Let me know in the comment section. Have you ever had one of those days where it's like small green, but you've honored your rules, you were disciplined, and had you not been disciplined, it could have been a big red day? Have you been there before? It feels good, doesn't it? Let me know in the comment section. But that's where I was here. So yes, by losing money, you saw how I was able to make money. By losing money in a controlled way, I first off just kept the loss controlled. I second off did not, hinder myself with an opportunity cost. I opened up the chance to go take advantage of more opportunities, and then I made a very average trade, yet an average trade was able to bring me back into the green. And that's where you want to be. If you find yourself needing to trade like a superhero in order to get your losses back, you probably didn't do very well in the risk management department on that losing trade. But if you can sit there and say, yeah, not a terrible trade, not a great trade, decent trade, but decent trade brings you back to green, then I would encourage you and say, well done to you in the risk management department, because that's what we should be striving for. So yeah, you can make money by losing money, right? It's a key. It's the pivotal key to what's going to keep you surviving in the markets. You got to lose money. And when you lose money as a day trader in the bigger picture, you're going to actually make money like you saw here. Sometimes, you're going to be having great days and, yes, you're going to be more, up way more than $30. But the point here being is by being disciplined, I avoided potentially adding on another $1,470 to that trade, which would have just not been good. So get out there, lose money, and understand that by losing money, you're actually giving you're giving yourself the opportunity to make money in the big picture. I hope this helps. If you enjoy these type of videos where I talk more so about these case studies, let me know down in the comment section, hit that like button. And if you have not checked out the channel as a whole, then go check it out. And if you like what you see, then I would love to have you as a subscriber to the channel. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. but in a cruel way. This becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.